Greetings.
Yay! Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope the lighting's in here is a little better. I changed the light bulbs. Alright, this time of the month has always been a little, rough for me. Well, not always. May is a kind of a mix, is a bag of mixed blessings, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot like February.
Mom, me.
Yep, that's you.
Mine. Mine.
Yeah.
Yum. Yummy. Yummy. Ha. Yummy.
Today
Yay! Yeah.
Careful. Today is a day I like to cherish
Mommy.
my new life, my new beginning. It's a little hard. Sorry. I am tired. It's the end of the day on May 25th. Yes.
Mine.
Yes, those are from Easter.
Yeah. Me.
Yep. And May 25th
Mom. Me.
was Sean's birthday. Sean was my first husband. He and I met in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Mom.
What?
Mine.
Okay. On, at Mouse 31 Marine Corps Base.
Mine.
We met,
Mom. Me.
and both of us were in fatigues. Only reason you could tell I was a female was the reason I actually had hair. Ugh, I mean, them fatigues don't really do anything for your figure. At that point, I was a 5'2", weighed about 120 pounds.
Mommy,
So,
me?
yes. So, I've kind of, I've gained a few pounds in my old age. I was 18 at the time. He and I got married on August 5th, 2000. It was exactly 7 days before my 20th birthday. And we were married up until the day he was taken away from me.
Yeah, me.
It's a day I will never forget. And I know it's odd, even now. It's February.
Go.
Yes, dude. February 15th,
No.
2009.
Yay. Me. Me.
No, that looks more like dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had a happy marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a lot of ups and downs, but everyone said we were like that 50-year couple.
Me.
He would come and he was the kind of guy that would,
Mommy.
buy me a rose or, a little gift for, like a little stuffed animal or something.
Ma, bye-bye.
For no reason at all. He'd come home with a small little box of chocolates just to say, I love you.
Bye-bye.
He and I...
Bye-bye. Baby.
We were happy.
Me.
We truly were happy. And I still say, Shh. Hunter, do you want to go to Daddy?
Mommy.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Do you want to go to Daddy?
No.
Then be quiet, please.
No.
I don't know what is up with the color. There we go. He was a total geek. We bonded. He's the one that got me into Star Wars and role-playing games. No. Mine. Okay. Here. I'll just do this. No. He and I had 2 kids together, and he was with me for a miscarriage. Let's see. No matter what happened, he always had he had my back. I honestly think he was my soulmate. Now, don't get me wrong, I love James. I truly love James. And I love, my 3 kids, my 3 boys. My, younger 3 boys, I should say. I wouldn't trade them for the world. If I could go back and change things, I really don't think I would. If I had gone back, if I could go back and change it, well, Sean and I wouldn't have any kids. He, after my miscarriage, he got fixed. He got the snip. Since it was easier and, relatively, I guess, safer, he got it. He didn't have to go under anesthesia or, anything like that. He didn't have to get cut open. So, yes. Today, I will say, I did have fun. I was running around with Karen. I took her to some...
Gaga!
I took her to 2 appointments for her neurologist. And yes, her legs are slowly getting better. She is showing progress. So, yay! So I was pretty much out most of the day with her. I mean, honestly, I will say, I really would not, oh, get back here. I would not change the way things are. Because I am happy. I may not seem like it all the time. But I have 3 beautiful boys.
Mine!
Chocolate face. But no, I have 3 beautiful boys. And the start of my, I guess you could say, in a way, the start of my life, of me moving on, the symbol, well, I don't know how to, I'm not really sure exactly what the right words, are for this, but, I am still in touch with Sean's family. That is where Candace is right now. Candace is living with Sean's sister. So she's happy. I see them. I speak with them, frequently.
Bye!
So, we're all still considered family. Every year, Sean's mom sends, me, what is it? Those little, little Wendy's Frosty clips, keychain clips that you can get for a free Frosty. I mean, if you take it to Wendy's, you can get like 1 free Frosty for every visit. She sends 1 for me, 1 for James, and she always sends 1 for the 3 boys.
Yeah.
Every year. And this year she actually sent 1 for Karen, so that was sweet. I think she started that the year Avery graduated high school. Because, she gave us our first Wendy Frosty coupons, at Avery's, graduation. So, it's nice. And, thanks to her and her husband, and, Sean's sister, I still have the same phone number that I have had since...
No. Bye-bye.
Like...
Bye-bye.
When? Early 2000s? Sad. I need to work on the lighting. I don't know what to do with it. No. I need a better camera. And I need better lighting. But I don't know. I am going to include a video, a clip to share, what happened to Sean. To give everyone some, just a few visuals. The video I recorded with my phone, though. And honestly, for those who ask if Sean would be happy with where I'm at now, I would have to say somewhat yes. Because deep down, I truly believe that Sean is the one who sent me Jace. Today is Sean's birthday. Tomorrow is Jace's birthday. And the only reason Jace wasn't born on the 25th, like Sean, is probably because I was praying for it. For him to not be born. I wanted Jace to have his own birthday. But I actually stayed up until 2, and I do remember it. I stayed up until 2 in the morning to make sure, so that Jace wouldn't, because I didn't want Jace born on the 25th. And then here it is, let's see, 4 something in the morning. I wake up to, contractions. Ooh. That might have been around midnight in Minnesota. Oh, crap. Okay, I never thought of that until now. Minnesota's a few hours ahead of us. I don't remember how far. Oh, God. Well, it was probably about midnight at Minnesota when I went to, midnight in Minnesota. But, 2 in the morning where I was. So, yeah. And Sean was born and raised in Minnesota. So, yeah, I married a northern boy. But I loved him. And I do miss him. He still visits me in my dreams. And all I gotta do is look at Avery and I see him. Look at Candace. But, now, I do remember, I was dating James at the time, and I was with James. I was dating James at the time, and we were using condoms because no job, no money, no other birth control for me. I couldn't get birth control. And the only birth control he could get was condoms. But I got into a fight. Well, sorry, no. One of the ladies I was living with, kind of started a fight with me. She didn't like the fact that I was dating James. I think she was trying to play mother to me and did not like the fact that I was dating James, and since I was living under her roof, she didn't I basically got kicked out because I was dating James. So I kind of had to move in with him. It started a whole fight, and oh my God. It was at that point, in the middle of all that fight, going back and forth, I just kept praying. I prayed to the Lord. I prayed to Sean. It's like somebody, just please send me guidance. Send me a sign. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? And it was actually around that time that I found out I was pregnant with Jace. And that's when it was decided, James basically said he was going to do the right thing. He was going to be a father. He was going to take care of me. He was going to take care of the baby. And he was going to make an honest girl out of me. He wasn't going to let he was not going to let his child be born without a father. So we had a shotgun wedding. And both of us took the pregnancy as a sign and, a blessing. Because I remember, since Sean was in the military, he had to go overseas. Avery was born September 2011. I went into early labor. And Sean did not know did not find out he was a father until 2 days after the baby was born. Because he was in Japan. Yeah. And Sean's father was actually at the Pentagon that day. Oop. So that was a lot. There was just a lot going on that sent me into early labor with Avery. But no, and I can say this. I remember it was about a month. It was a couple months after Sean. Yeah, it was a couple months after Sean had been killed. I went to church. And I was going to, at that time, it was called Richmond Outreach Center, or The Rock. The ushers, bless their souls, were in leather. The parking lot was full of Harleys, motorcycles.
Mine.
But these were the kindest souls you'd ever meet. Bikers for Christ. They called themselves Bikers for Christ.
Ma.
And then you had, and this church would actually take its buses out into the ghettos. Out into the poorest communities. And bus those kids into church. They would bus those people into church so that they can learn. And they would go into the Richmond City schools. Like, just, during lunchtime. And ask if any of the kids, in after schools. They would sit with the kids. They would pray with the kids during lunch and after school. They did a lot of after school projects. To keep these inner city kids out of the gangs and off the streets. They would take the music that you would listen to on the radio, they would like the hip hop songs, the rock songs, and they would create gospel lyrics for these songs. And these were some of the most uplifting songs ever. I actually bought 2 of their CDs. And at the time, I listened to oldies, my 80s, and country. But here it is, I'm buying these CDs because I love the songs that much. And the preacher, they preached, love, forgiveness. They are what drew me back to Christ. And I remember the day that it sealed for me. They asked if anybody needed, to ask for if there was anybody that you wanted the Lord to forgive. If there was anybody you wanted to forgive. If anybody in your life had ever done you wrong, they were asking for you to come up and pray to the Lord for, forgiveness. To forgive these people for whatever they did against you or whatever. Yes, Thor. And I went up front. And I prayed. And I said, God, I forgive everyone who has done me wrong in my life, no matter how big or how little. I forgave. It was at that moment that I forgave my mom. For all the wrongs that I felt she had done. I forgave the man who shot Sean. And I asked the Lord to take that man up into heaven with him. and to give him the love that and acceptance that he never got on earth. You know, that day, I walked outside, and what greeted me was the most beautiful, most clear double rainbow. Just like what he gave Noah. The Lord said, I am there for you. And then after that, that's when I met James through George. And you know, it's really funny because James was friends with George at the same time that George was friends with Sean. Well, I should say George made friends. Sorry, James made friends with George while George was still friends with Sean.
Meow, meow. Mo. Mo.
But Sean and James never met.
Mo. Mo. Mo.
Child,
Yeah.
what are you looking for?
Gaga.
Will you quit throwing things around and tell me what you're looking for?
Movie.
Yes. Mama needs to put that on her car.
Mine.
This is mine.
Mom, mine.
Mine. Goes on my car. It's a pride paw.
Mine.
Okay, yes, that's yours. Ah,
Mo.
but no.
Gaga.
I think today is actually the first time in a long time that I haven't really thought about what day it was. You know, on given the day. You know, and I don't know how many years.
Mo.
Because I was with family.
Mo.
And again, I think that's God's way of telling me that He and Sean are looking down and are happy for me.
Mo.
I will always love Sean. Always. He has a special place in my heart. I mean, I got his name tattooed on my back with the words, forever in my heart. Granted, they're written in a different language. It's written in Mandoa. But that just makes it mean all the more. So, oh, that little tongue is so cute. You were so happy, Thor. But yes, I truly think I am happy. Now, I do apologize for the quality of the next bit of footage. It was taken with my phone. It is probably blurry as all get up, and I can't really fix it. But this will basically explain everything that happened on that day. And I say happy birthday to my guardian angel. I love you. I miss you. You will forever be in my heart. Here, just get that little tongue. Get that little tongue. See that little tongue? Ain't he so precious? That's my Tortor, baby. That's my Avenger kitty, Thor. I love him. He's just here purring away. And without further ado, I hope you have a wonderful night, wonderful day, and hopefully at some point tomorrow afternoon we will do a virtual birthday party for Jace. If I cannot go live for the birthday party, then we'll at least have it recorded. But tomorrow we will put up Jace's birthday video. If you see it live, we hope you can join us. If not, you can catch us on the flip side. Good night. That house right there, kind of peachish, was the house I was living in when, everything kind of was flipped upside down and, I was all messed up. But you can see, I'm going to slowly move, sorry for the car here, but here, we'll do it this way. You see, there's the house. I was standing on that porch. I opened that door, and just so you can see, nice and slow here, right there at that green mailbox in front of that gray house there was right where Sean was shot. That house that's my neighbor's house, Sean and I kind of had a relationship with them. We were really close. That's where we were going for the day. And we can go back. See, Sean was speaking with that neighbor right there about a car or something. And here, I'm going to kind of pull up a bit here, and I'm going to show you. Here. See, that was mine. I'm turning. We had some immigrants, or not, I guess other people living in this house here. But it was this house right here, this little gray one here. Well, green, I want to say. That's where the guy lived. And yeah, that's where everything took place here. And I was like, that was my upset. Here. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, God. Wow, that's a house? I don't see that house. Damn. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is, like, overgrown and gone, and it's not really the best area, as you can see. But that white house was the neighbor that was talking with us. He was talking right here, right there at the pole, and came out. Again, I was standing right there, and here we're going to go kind of slow. I don't want to, cause any trouble, but he was right there at that green mailbox. He was shot and killed, and the guy ran up this way here. I'm showing you. When I saw him, he was about here. And he kind of ran up this way. I'm just going to show you. Gotta stop for a moment here. And oh wait, hold on. What are you? Okay, you don't stop. That's all right. I'm going to slip on up, and you can see around here. And I'm going to kind of just slip up over here. Ran up here, and he was found behind there. You can't really see too well here. I'm going to kind of just pull up and show you. That fence right there is where he ran. This was actually open. He ran up in there and shot himself on the train tracks. So yeah, I figured I'd at least, get everybody give you a little tour here. But I'll catch you in a bit again.